So here's the question: are you medically covered, or are you just relying on government hospitals, which, as you know, have sort of collapsed to a large degree? If the answer to that is yes, then which one? You only know that. But the next one is like, are they Sharia compliant? It's probably not something that you've considered before, but maybe you should consider that now. There's been a development in that space coming out from Discovery. With me is Farzana Baba, the head of product development at Discovery Health. Farzana, I appreciate your time. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Ashraf. Thank you so much for having me on your show this morning. Excited to talk to you about our new product.
Absolutely. Well, tell me about it. I mean, what's the big fuss?
I think what's really exciting is that across the world, Sharia compliant products are really all available. But in South Africa, you find Sharia compliance in the insurance and short-term sector, but we've never found it in the medical scheme sector. So what we can now offer is we can offer our Muslim community the opportunity to get access to the medical scheme products that Discovery is very well renowned for, all the exciting benefits and the quality of care, but with an underlying Sharia compliant aspect to it.
So when you say an underlying Sharia compliant, I'm trying to understand, and what does it mean for a person who's joined up with your scheme? Like, what's the difference between, from a medical point of view, being Sharia compliant and not?
Absolutely. So, what it means is that when you decide to join the Discovery Health Medical Scheme, you'll get access to the same benefits and the same products, but the way in which the investments, meaning your contributions after paying for expenses and claims, the way in which that's managed will be done in a Sharia compliant manner. There will be no interest that will be earned on any of those funds. And we've also appointed an independent advisory committee who will ensure that every aspect of those funds, the cash flows, the transactions, are all managed in a compliant manner, reviews done on a monthly basis, audits done on an annual basis to ensure compliance with the Takaful principles.
And what has informed that? I mean, you made the point that there are many other products. I get that around the world, which is Sharia compliant. What has informed the drive into the medical schemes or medical health space?
I think just as Discovery Health itself and just being an innovator and leader in the healthcare product industry and in the industry in general, we've specifically wanted to ensure that we're able to meet the needs of all aspects of the market, of all types of people. I think inclusivity has also been a major driver behind this. And we see that the Muslim community accounts for maybe 25% of the world's community, but only accounts for 1% of products. So there's a real need for inclusivity. I think as you see with younger people entering the workforce, Muslims are looking for opportunities, looking for investments, looking for medical scheme opportunities. And so this is really a way for us to actually meet constitutional imperatives, if I can put it as strongly as that.
Okay. But in practical terms, in terms of a person, sign up with your medical scheme or medical aid, on a day-to-day basis, there's not much of a difference. The key part, I understand it, is that the monies that are put into this medical savings account would be ethically invested compared to what it was before, right?
Correct. You completely spot on, Ashraf. I think that's exactly the way we want to make sure that you have access to the same products. So whether you are on a comprehensive medical aid plan, whether you choose to have a saver plan or a core key care type of plan, you will have a Sharia compliant setup for that particular plan that you've chosen. So you've still got that ability to choose the plan you prefer based on your individual circumstances, but we'll ensure that there'll be no interest that will be earned on any elements of the product.
Okay.
So from an end-to-end perspective.
And I take it that, that's going to be ring fenced, obviously, to be separate from the other, the broader Discovery medical schemes, right? What have you?
So I wouldn't use the word ring fencing specifically,
No?
Ashraf. I think it's important to say that the way in which it's set up will ensure the investments are invested in a particular manner, but the funds are available for the entire medical scheme because that's the beauty of a medical scheme. It's a mutual fund and set up in that particular way.
Okay. Has what Discovery done? Has this come about because your research suggests there are going to be sufficient numbers of people who want to, make the switch to the Sharia compliant fund compared to the scheme, rather, compared to the norm?
So, what's interesting, we announced this in 2020, I think, as you're aware. And when we announced it before, we actually pulled it back because we've been working with the Council for Medical Schemes to ensure all the rigorous pieces are met. We had real widespread interest. We had more than 1,000 people that were interested within a short space of 3 weeks that were interested in this. And it goes back to our research saying that there is a real need for Sharia compliance in the medical scheme space.
I take it you've got somebody in authority signing this off to say, well, this is cool. We're okay with it from an Islamic Sharia perspective.
Exactly. So we've actually set up an independent Sharia advisory committee. I'd like to mention the three advisors' names specifically. Mufti Ahmad Suleiman, Mufti Yusuf Suleiman and Mufti Zaid Hospital. I mean, they are world renowned, not only South African renowned scholars who are well versed in the international financial mechanisms and the way these commercial structures are set up. And they will be ensuring the Sharia compliance of every aspect of the product.
Okay, that sounds very fascinating. How, and therefore, in terms of market, what are your expectations? I mean, so you started it 2 years ago, but you're only taking it to market now properly, right? What are your expectations? How many sign-ups you're looking to get?
I think we're really excited. I think the Muslim community in South Africa has more than 1.8 million adult lives. And what we're looking to do is to ensure that this creates a real opportunity for whoever would like to sign up to this option. In Discovery Health Medical Scheme specifically, we think that there's probably about 200,000 people that would enjoy this product. And then again, there are other South Africans who are uncovered today because they've stayed out of medical schemes without there being a Sharia compliant arrangement available. So I think we'd really like to invite people to join from the 6th of May. It's an easy switch on process that people can do through their financial advisors, or they can even just log onto the Discovery website.
Okay, I have a sense that during the iftar or buka tonight with my family, we'll probably raise the issue of whether you're cool of having a Sharia compliant medical aid scheme. Thanks to your information as well. Let's leave it at that. Farzana Baba, best wishes. Looking forward to see how this unfolds. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ashraf. Enjoy the iftar.
Absolutely. So, Farzana Baba, the head of product development at Discovery Health, have a closer look at that. A Sharia compliant medical scheme, is that on side for you? And when you reflect on that, we're going to reflect on the Palm Street Mosque in Cape Town as part of our historical mosques of our country in a moment.